Tonight, let this story be a soft lullaby to calm your soul. Louie and Aster, a tale of friendship. This story is about a young girl named Louie and a wise lion named Aster, whose friendship helps their village through a great storm. In the picturesque village of Eldaria, nestled among rolling hills and verdant meadows, there lived a young girl named Louie. Her golden hair bounced with every step, and her laughter echoed through the village like a chorus of joy. One sunny afternoon, as Louie wandered near the edge of the ancient forest, she encountered a lion named Aster. Aster was no ordinary lion. His fur shimmered like molten gold, and his eyes held the wisdom of countless ages. Despite his majestic appearance, Aster had a gentle heart. He and Louie quickly became friends, spending their days exploring the village and the surrounding countryside. Aster would regale Louie with stories of distant lands and ancient legends, while Louie shared the simple joys of village life. They would run through the meadows, their laughter blending with the songs of birds, or sit by the village pond, watching the koi fish dance in the water. One day, a great storm threatened Eldoria, with dark clouds looming on the horizon. The villagers were worried, for they had never seen such ominous weather. Louie and Aster decided to help. Aster roared, his mighty voice scattering the clouds, while Louie led the villagers to secure their homes and fields. Together, they faced the storm with courage and unity. When the storm passed, the village emerged unscathed, the sun shining brighter than ever. The villagers celebrated Louie and Aster, their bond a symbol of strength and friendship. As they grew older, their friendship only deepened. Louie became a wise elder in the village, and Aster was a revered guardian of Eldoria. Together, they reminded everyone that true friendship could weather any storm. Here's another gentle tale to bring you comfort. The Adventures of Marigold and Kala. This story is about Marigold and Kala, a girl and a spider, who discover a magical stone that glows with their laughter, bringing joy to their entire village. Once upon a time, in a small, sunlit village, there lived a curious girl named Marigold. She had hair the color of blossom leaves and eyes that sparkled like the morning dew. One warm summer day, as she explored the meadow near her home, she stumbled upon a spider named Kala. Kala was no ordinary spider. She wove the most intricate webs that glistened with the light of 1,000 tiny stars. The two became fast friends, sharing laughter and stories late into the evening. One day, while they were playing near the old oak tree, Marigold found a beautiful, shimmering stone, half buried in the ground. She picked it up, and its surface seemed to ripple with colors. Kala, perched on Marigold's shoulder, was equally mesmerized. As they examined the stone, it suddenly emitted a soft, melodic chime. Marigold's laughter rang through the trees, echoing like a chorus of bells. Together, they discovered that the stone had magical properties. Whenever they laughed together, the stone would glow brighter, and the meadow would fill with the sweetest fragrances. They decided to use the stone to spread happiness throughout their village. Each evening, they would gather the children and tell fantastical tales, making them laugh until their sides ached. The village soon became a place of joy and light, all thanks to the laughter generated by Marigold, Kala, and their magical stone. Even on days when the sun hid behind the clouds, the village remained bright with the joy they had fostered. As time passed, Marigold and Kala grew older, but their bond remained as strong as ever. The laughter they shared continued to be a beacon of happiness in the village. Marigold, now with silver in her hair, but the same sparkling eyes, often reminisced about her adventures with Kala. She knew that their friendship, built on laughter and shared stories, had made their world a better place. Each night, As she drifted to sleep, she smiled, knowing that the magic of their laughter would live on forever. Our next story is to comfort you. Song and Cala's affectionate adventure. This story is about a boy named Dan and his mystical guardian Cala, who teaches him that affection can lighten any burden. Once in a vibrant village surrounded by verdant hills, there lived a kind-hearted boy named Dan. His eyes sparkled like the morning dew, and his smile was as warm as the summer sun. Each night, before the stars graced the sky, he would visit his beloved guardian, Cala. Cala was not your ordinary guardian. She was a mystical being with wings that shimmered like the finest silk. She emanated an aura of peace and love, and her touch could heal the deepest of sorrows. Dan and Cala shared a bond like no other. One evening, as the sunset painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, Dan approached Cala with a heavy heart. "Tonight I feel a weight I cannot explain," he said. Cala gently wrapped her wings around Dan, and the world seemed to pause. "Fear not, dear Dan," she whispered, "for every burden can be lightened with affection." Cala then lifted Dan high above the village, her wings gliding gracefully through the twilight air. They soared over the hills and fields, feeling the wind whisper sweet nothings as they flew. As they floated above a meadow filled with blooming flowers, Cala began to sing a melody that echoed pure love. "Let your heart be unburdened," she sang, and Dan felt a warmth spread for him, easing his troubles. They landed softly in the meadow, surrounded by the night's tranquility. Cala presented Dan with a single flower, its petals glowing soft white. "This is a symbol of affection. Keep it close, and it will always remind you of the love that surrounds you," she said. Dan clutched the flower, his heart now light, and his spirit uplifted. Under the starlit sky he lay beside Cala, listening to her stories of old. As the night deepened, Cala's voice grew softer, guiding Dan into a peaceful slumber. Dan knew that with Cala, he was never alone, and his heart overflowed with gratitude. The village slept soundly, blanketed by love and peace, all thanks to the bond between Dan and his loving guardian, Cala. Let's journey gently to the next story. Campanula and Camellia, a tale of kindness. This story is about a woman named Campanula and her cat Camellia, who show that true magic lies in acts of kindness and love. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, lived a gentle-hearted woman named Campanula. She had hair as golden as the morning sun, and eyes the color of the clearest autumn sky. Campanula was loved by everyone in the village for her kindness and compassion. One chilly autumn evening, as Campanula was returning from the market, she found a small cat shivering under a large oak tree. The cat had a coat as white as snow and eyes as blue as the deep sea. Oh, you poor thing," Amherst Campanula said, kneeling down and reaching out to the cat. She slipped the cat into her arms and felt its tiny heart racing. "You tell Chloe, Camellia," Campanula decided, remembering the delicate flowers that bloomed despite the cold. From that day on, Campanula and Camellia became inseparable. They spent their days tending to the garden, where Campanula grew vegetables and flowers, and Camellia chased butterflies under the warm sun. One day, the village faced a severe drought. The crops began to wither, and water became scarce. Campanula's garden, despite her best efforts, struggled to survive. Seeing her sadness, Camellia knew she had to do something. That night, as the stars twinkled like diamonds, Camellia slipped out of the house and made her way to the nearby enchanted forest. In the heart of the forest, there was a legendary spring known to grant wishes but only to those with pure hearts. Camellia approached the spring and whispered her wish. The next morning, Campanula awoke to find the garden lush and green. The crops had miraculously revived, and droplets of dew sparkled like jewels in the early morning light. Campanula knew that it was Camellia who'd made this miracle possible, and tears of gratitude filled her eyes. "Nifanki, my dear friend," she whispered, hugging Camellia tightly. The village celebrated the renewal of the crops, and word of Campanula and Camellia's bump spread far and wide. People came from distant lands to see the extraordinary garden, and to learn about the power of kindness and friendship. Campanula and Camellia continued to live happily together, reminding everyone that true magic lies in the simplest acts of love and kindness. May peace carry into tomorrow. Sweet dreams.